Okay. So here we are. We're starting without him. But he said he'll join us as soon as he can, so.
Okay.
So let's do the usual thing. Let's have everyone roll a d20, and then whoever's got the highest recaps what we did last week.
So help me if I'm the highest. You guys are just didn't hear about my computer drama.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but that's like the only thing I'm thinking about that's happened in this past week.
It's alright. Grab a handful of dice.
And
And
you're the highest.
I'll just toss these in the box. I'll figure them out later. If you want to do it, Jen, you're free to do it. If not, we can.
We are in the dungeon, and I plugged my new computer in, and the CPU keeps going up to 98 degrees Celsius, and then it shuts off, and then they sent me a new reservoir, and I put the new reservoir in, and we filled it up with coolant, and the motherfucking thing still keeps over fucking heating. And what the hell? Now his screensaver is showing up. I hate my life.
What's going up?
We're back.
Could be worse.
I just want a computer back. My old computer stopped working. It no longer even posts, so the video card is completely blown out, and I have nothing anymore.
Okay, in 2 days, we're gonna get an Ethernet cable, and then you can have my old computer.
Okay.
Right? This is why I made you order it. You ordered it, right?
Yes.
Not the best computer. It has its quirks. Because I set it up.
Wonderful. So we fought some stuff, and we're on the lowest levels, and God help Digital Storm, I'm ready to kill them. I'm sorry.
I love my
It's
Digital
okay.
Storm computer.
So
And I'm gonna kill this computer too. Jesus fucking
Why?
Christ.
What's wrong with that one?
How do I turn the goddamn screensaver off?
Go right click
So
on
I
your
believe,
background and go to settings. Personalize.
when we left off, we were planning on bunking for a long rest to appease some of these people that have to sleep for long hours.
yeah,
Weren't we discussing to either stay in the tunnel or find a room off to the side so nothing would come in and disturb us? I forget what we decided upon, but I remember we were arguing and called it at that.
I think it was decided that you guys would bunk up in the tunnel because at least this way it's a choke
Yeah,
point
both.
and you guys can far more easily defend either end. But it's up to you guys. Right now, you guys are taking a short rest, so if you have hit dice, you can burn them to heal instead of using your abilities. Uh, that is the wrong screen. I don't want that screen. I want this screen. Yeah, so that's where you guys are right now. Is you guys are in the tunnel here on the lowest depths of the mines. You have fought a lot in this adventure so far. All of it's been the undead that have been scouring the mines and have been pouring out. It's probably sometime in the evening outside, and you're accompanied by Bloodmund, another adventurer whose party had ended up down here, and two of them are above ground. The other one supposedly went in through the temple. A sorceress named Ark that managed to get past the magical barrier that's protecting the temple. So yeah, the debate here was: do you guys camp up here in this tunnel, or do you guys decide to find another spot?
Well,
So-
Don was of the belief that that any kind of rest was stupid.
Yes, his idea was that resting up right now would be dangerous because if if you guys rested till morning, it stands the chance that the creatures that are currently roaming outside would come back into the mines and make things more dangerous for you.
Right.
Or for Don, I should say. More dangerous for Don.
Well, I'm also kind of the belief that it's dangerous for John if nobody in the party has any spells left.
That's also correct. That is a danger.
Well, Urok, as a former military man, thinks we should find a room to the side so whatever is coming back during the morning doesn't run through us.
Where is? Can we not see where we were before? Like,
Fog of war.
If you want, I can reveal that to you. Because you do also have a map available to you, and it's a map of these tunnels. So you can pull that up. It's Sophia actually has the map, and it should be under your handouts.
Right. So then it was down here that was. I can't tell where we are.
All right, hold on. Let me pull it up.
You look at the map and I can try and determine where we are.
Well, I think that we're here.
You look at the map, I can try and tell where we are.
I'm pretty sure I know where we are, but I'm not 100% certain. Like, there might be a tunnel to the south that was an exploratory tunnel that got sealed.
Yeah, that looks like where you are. You are in the tunnel north of that tunnel.
Alright. So if we just go a little bit to the south, we should be able to, southwest and then a little bit southeast. That looks like it might be, a place that we can fortify and seal off for the time being. Alright, are you okay with that? Development?
Bloodman's overhearing your plan. He goes, "That doesn't sound like a bad idea. There is an old unused tunnel down about a few meters south of us, and it might be the best place."
Well, why didn't you say that before?
Well, it didn't come up before.
Let's go this way.
Alright. So you guys are heading down that southern path. So bear with me one moment as I reveal areas. Come on. Oh, stupid app.
We'll come over here. Come on.
Yep. As you head south into these tunnels, you find the tunnel continues south past the junction into a section that has been effectively sealed off. Like there's no further progress to this tunnel. It looked like they had dug into this way a little bit and then stopped digging entirely. For one reason or another, the miners decided that this was not a tunnel they wish to continue exploring into.
Alright. Do you think that we could move this rubble and kind of barricade our way in here?
You would... Yes, that is totally doable. How fast it will take you...
Already gone in here.
Yeah. I would say how fast it would take you...
Honestly,
We
with
should
how
do it
tucked
here.
away we are, we might not need a barricade. If we're halfway quiet, they might just walk past us.
Is that as Urok or is that as Rob's making suggestions?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Urok.
Bloodman looks at you guys and goes, "You guys are all pretty noisy.
Yeah, you snore, Urrock.
So I don't know.
You need a strength check to see about moving that stuff.
The cart shouldn't be a problem, but the rubble, I would say, you guys can move it. But if you want to move it quicker, a strength roll would be necessary."
Well, let's load up the cart with the rubble so we can move it quicker and easier.
Sophia has no problems loading the cart full of rubble and moving things quickly. If that's the group's consensus, we can go ahead and we'll move the rubble over.
Yep.
Alright. So,
Now, should we move it all the way over here?
I'm thinking that if we do it back here, where it's not necessarily going to be seen from the main tunnel, we probably have a better shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Sophia.
Yep, that makes sense. I was thinking
And
about
if any-
warning.
Roll the cart out of the way to get out.
Alright, so if you guys are going to move the rubble, I will move it towards the... You want to block up the entrance?
Yeah, just kind of like around here. It's
So, you guys want to block it up around here? You don't want to block it up here?
Right here.
Okay.
We're thinking if we do it here, with the way the line of sight is, anybody walking down this tunnel this way,
Gotcha.
we'll look down here and not notice that there's a wall right here.
Alright, so Bloodman and Don, who is uncharacteristically quiet right now.
I hit him over the head, and Uruk's carrying him.
I'm sorry?
We knocked Don out and dragged him in here.
What? Okay, whatever. You knocked him out. Fine. That's random.
Wow.
Sophia's starting to get violent.
Yeah, well,
So you guys successfully moved the rubble over. Move the cart up this way a little bit. So you've moved the rubble over. It's enough rubble to make passing through there very difficult for anything that does come down this way. And would successfully muffle your sounds for the time being if you guys need to take a rest. Don is, Don's out cold, I guess. And I won't have
Speaking
him
of the
take any
devil.
damage, because if he's out cold, he's going to heal up anyhow over time. So, for whatever reason, you guys have knocked Don out and dragged him out over here. Bloodman is not protesting that because he's kind of scared of you guys now. And, yeah, you guys successfully go ahead and seal up that tunnle. And protect yourselves in the meantime.
It wasn't like a really hard blow. I just kind of knocked him in the, like a waylay, like, bonk.
no. Let's
Whatever
just say
helps
it's not
And
gonna
made
happen.
him
Just so he's not argumentative in fighting you.
exactly.
Alright.
We're hiding. Don wouldn't fight us.
That's true. He would not fight you guys. In fact, I think Don might be able to speak for himself soon.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill this fucking computer.
No.
What? What's wrong
Hold
with it?
on 1 second, guys.
It's going into the freaking screensaver. And I can't figure out how to turn that shit off.
All right, give me a minute while I turn off for screensaver.
Hey, what's the timeout setting on it?
I can't even find screensaver.
Alright, guys, give me 1 minute. I gotta go run and do something real quick.
Yeah, me too. All right.
On mine, it actually has screensaver thing.
Is it under display, maybe?
I tried that. That's where I am. Screen timeout settings. Is that it? Nope. Can you go back?
Back in the screen thing.
Where?
In your keyboard.
You don't have Cortana open.
You know, I asked you to do something by typing in here. Look, 13 minutes they were on and on. Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah. Alright.
Let's just turn it. Yeah.
I will put that back after I'm done.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Did John say anything?
I
He
don't
was on for a second. Oh. All right. So, yeah.
All right.
What the hell? So you guys all have...
Oh,
What the
what
fuck
happened?
was that?
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know. My keyboard, I guess.
Not good, huh?
Oh, it's taking worse.
And so you guys have set up camp in this little alcove, sealed off tunnel area. Fairly certain that you guys are secure. Is anyone looking to take... Like, who's going to take turns?
I'll take
keeping
first
that-
watch.
Alright.
I need full 8 hours, so
Yeah, me too.
I'll take last watch.
Okay. So let me just pull this up. Zankus first watch. Sophia last watch.
Don
Don's
more than likely is
unconscious.
Not gonna take any kind of watch.
Bloodman will take up the second watch.
I'll take
Don
the
will take the
third.
third. Oh, Don will take the fourth. Hi guys. Sorry.
Oh, Don was out. Don is suddenly awake and not unconscious anymore.
Don has been waylaid. He is
Oh, okay.
unconscious.
Don't hit him again, Sophia. Don't do
Yeah.
it.
As such, should we... So does Uruk want to take the third then?
Yeah.
Alright, so Don is getting a much needed rest in the form of unconsciousness. Alright. Wait, wrong screen. So your watches begin as you guys settle in to get some rest. Zankus, I'm assuming you guys haven't set up any kind of light sources other than Zankus's glowing mace.
Yeah, but as soon as we bunk down, I want to turn it off.
All right.
Put the sack over it.
Okay. Zankus, you don't hear anything or see anything unusual during your watch. The mines are eerily quiet. Yeah, nothing really happens during your watch. Bloodman gets up and relieves you of your duty, so you can get your rest.
Okay. I want to climb into the cart. We're in the carts and take a rest there.
Yeah, there's small little wagons in here, so you're big enough to slide into them. So yeah.
Yep. So I'm not sleeping on the cold floor.
Bloodman takes up his watch near the rubble piles and keeps his keen halfling ears and eyes open, even though he can't see in the dark. But he's very good at listening to things. And Nothing seems to. He can't seem to determine there's anything strange that you can hear. So Bloodman heads over to Urok and lets him know it's his turn. So he goes back into his little corner and catch some Z's. Urok, it's now time for your watch. Give me a perception
I'm
roll.
assuming.
You hear the faint sounds of shuffling. Bare feet on cold stone. Occasionally there's slightest hint of what sounds like a moan or a gasp. But it's coming from far, far away, not from your location. But you can hear it echoing a bit through the tunnels. Other than that, that's all you've noticed. That's all you can perceive during your watch.
At the end of watch, I'll slowly wake Don up and, Don, you gotta stay quiet. It sounds like they're slowly coming in.
Does Don wake up?
Does Don want to wake up?
Did Don fall asleep? What happened?
Don. The party decided
Well-
that Don was a little too argumentative, and therefore they.
No. Sophia decided.
Sophia!
Well, yeah, Sophia
yeah.
decided. I was trying to be democratic.
Anyhow, it's your watch, so, you know,
I thought
good
it was
luck.
Sophia's watch.
I'm going to bed.
She was last watch. I took first watch, and she took last watch.
And Bloodman took the one between Zankus and Urok.
Yes.
But if Don wants to take a watch now, we can squeeze him in, and Sophia will still have last watch.
Oh no,
Okay.
he doesn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
Don never wants to take a watch.
So, does Urok wake up Sophia?
Yeah.
Sophia, you take up your watch. Let me get a give me a perception roll on your end.
Oh, jeez, bad perception.
I'm assuming Urok. Urok, did you let her know of the things you heard?
Yeah. Yeah, I would have told Sophia.
Sophia, you attempt to also perceive what Urok's what Urok heard, but to your ears, you just hear the sounds of an abandoned mine.
Okay.
No footsteps, no weird moans or gasps. You just hear tunnels and cold rock just sitting many, many, many feet below the Earth's surface.
Okay.
And your watch comes to an end.
All right.
Bloodman gets up from his rest and he goes, "All right. I don't know exactly what time it is, but we should get going. Just be aware, if it's daytime, they might have come back into the tunnels."
Okay, and then we just kill them all at that point.
I guess so. Hey, could someone wake this guy up?
Sophia, you knocked him out. I think it should be your honor to wake him back up.
Okay. Don, wake up.
Okay, I want to thrust my mace in front of his face and then pull the sack off.
I don't want to go. You can't make me. Head.
All right, we'll leave you here then.
Alright, I want to start tickling him. Ka-choo.
I don't like your little fingers. I don't like. I have a headache and I'm angry.
Why they're doing that? I'm gonna start digging our way out.
All right. Give me a strength roll on that.
Why do I have a headache, and which is making me angry?
I don't know. Why do you have a headache?
You know, like somebody smashed me in the head. Why would I feel like somebody smashed me in the head?
It wasn't a smash so much as a tap. In the
It's
proper-
more like a smack, but
Stop.
It was more like a rock fell off the ceiling and hit you. It was weird.
We'll have words about this when we're out of this cave.
I'll talk to Sophia. She'll understand.
Strong words.
Uh-oh. He's one of those wordy guys.
you just noticed that, Zykus?
No, but it's early in the morning. I just woke up. It's time to state the obvious.
Can I look through my pack and see if maybe I have like some willow bark or something for Don to chew on and get rid of his headache?
Yeah, sure. It's your pack. You find whatever you need.
Medicine?
Would it be some? Yeah. Would it be something Sophia would normally carry with her?
I don't know.
Sounds like something that'd be in a healer's kit.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Now
might have
that
some-
might be Zankus.
I don't even think I have a healer's kit.
Worst healer ever.
Yeah, well, you know. Yeah, well, I don't have a medicine kit.
Well, does any of the moss on the rocks look like it might get rid of his headache?
I don't know.
This
That's my
is,
favorite thing. I wouldn't know too much about that stuff. I mean,
Just to be clear, this is a mine, so moss probably wouldn't be something that's found down here. Just throwing it out there.
Slime? I don't know.
I don't know about
anything
slime
grow
either.
on? I mean, I think mines, like, you know, there's going to be some moisture in the air, which is going to make some moss or some mushrooms grow, and we might be able to find something to give Don to get rid of his headache.
And this is how we poison Don.
This might be how it happens.
Not wanting to poison him.
And Don's going to sit in the corner. He's going to chew on some rations, and wait for whoever is clearing stuff to clear stuff.
Uruk, with his prodigious strength roll, managed to clear out the debris that had been piled up in there. Therefore, the path is open to head back into the mines proper
You want me to
And if
make
you
you
guys-
some coffee, Don?
and continue forward.
Would that get rid of your headache?
it might help.
No.
No.
I'm sorry. I really am, but you wouldn't listen to reason.
We will talk about this later.
He's so gonna kill you.
Oh, hold on, guys. Don't rush too far ahead.
Uh-oh.
Is Sophia
Voltron
rushing that
2.0.
far ahead?
Right.
Sophia rushes in.
Yeah, it seems like the theme here.
Sophia rushes back.
So
As you guys
go.
as you guys turn around the bend, and I was hoping to avoid this, but
No.
you do notice.
No, you weren't, you liar.
No, I honestly were. I'm like, listen, I've been putting you guys in the ringer with fights, and I kind of don't want to keep putting you through the ringer. But then you go, oh, we're gonna take a rest. But the monster, there's consequences in my campaign.
Wow. Did you just growl?
I didn't. Did I growl at someone? I'm sorry.
No, the dog
No.
did.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Red.
I'm not the growler type. But as
Okay,
you,
little
You
one.
as
guys have
Sophia,
their back turned to us. Do we see them before they see us?
they are unawares of your presence at this moment in time. I believe these creatures were not aware that other things could be in the mines.
Okay.
Uh,
So we can throw a spell at them?
yeah, you can throw a spell at them.
Hold on.
Or charge one.
Or use the power to turn
You
on
guys have the you have the surprise on them.
Hey, motherfuckers, come and get us!
And this is why you got hit in the head by that rock from the ceiling, Don.
Okay, let's let's resolve this one thing at a time. Don, your actions suddenly draw the attention of the creatures in front of you, who slowly turn around to your presence, and yeah,
yes,
they
but-
just turn around. They're like, "What?"
I want to cast minor illusion, make myself look like a rock.
Yeah, you.
Wait, move myself in or actor in the same space. Sorry.
All right, yeah, I was wondering where you were. Sophia, pick a thing you want to hit. Which one are you hitting? You're hitting that zombie, right? All right, so let's pull that cat up. And I know that you hit him, but for how? There's 12 force. You definitely hit him.
I know it doesn't kill him, but
It does not, but it staggers the creature. And oopsie daisy. Hold on. I did a stupid thing. I have to disassociate certain things here. Otherwise, everyone shares a health bar, and then this thing gets.
Made that mistake once.
I made that mistake several times, and I managed to hide it very well. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, one more dude needs to get changed. Okay. So now this guy can take his damage. There we go. So yeah, that zombie takes a full face of force. And I will now pull up initiative track. You know what? Let's just keep initiative tracker. Make things quick. Is this cool with you guys?
Oh.
Or do you guys want to roll new initiative?
whatever.
Okay.
It's all good.
Alright. We'll keep it
I'm
as
usually
is.
good going last.
Alright. So we'll just keep up the initiative tracker as is. Just for speed and brevity. Sophia, it is now your turn. The zombies have been turned around.
I'm
What do
gonna
you wish
target
to
the
do?
same one I was targeting before. That's
You
not gonna
strike it. I mean, you heard him, but he is not quite dead yet. But he looks like he's about to go.
Alright, I'm gonna back up here.
Okay. Then it's gonna be Bloodman next. He can only move 5 spaces, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has a... He's gonna try to throw a dagger at that last remaining zombie. So let's pull up his sheet. Here. 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 And he's gonna throw this dagger. Let's see what he got. Oh, that dagger do it. And hold on a second. This guy takes a hit. And he's gonna do his stupid little roll thing. That's the con 5 plus the... Yeah, alright, so he beats it. So this zombie looks like he's about to go down, but he's still standing. He's being a zombie about it. And Bloodman just hangs out where he is. The next would be the monsters. This zombie will stagger forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's this thing? Yeah, four steps. This zombie here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moves 4. The skeleton. Pop him up. Let's just see his ranges. He's going to take a pot shot with his bow at Bloodmund. And the skeleton completely misses, and actually his one arm pops off and it just drops on the ground. He's like, huh. Completely confused as to what happened. The other skeleton moves into range. 1, 2, 3.
I thought they were zombies.
No, you got 2 zombies, and then there's 2 skeletons.
I'm sorry, I didn't see them on the map. I'm sorry about that.
No, hey, there's nothing to apologize for. This other guy's gonna take another. That other skeleton's gonna take a shot at Bloodmund, and that hits. So Bloodmund. Oh, too many windows open. Let's scroll it. Bloodmund yelps, "Yeah!" as he gets an arrow to his shoulder, and kind of coming out of the shadows is another zombie. I think that's, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And these are all your aggressors. No more surprises, I promise. And now it's Uruk's turn.
Uruk's gonna move up on the closest skeleton, and he's gonna swing his longsword across it.
Okay.
Zombie.
And that's wrong. God damn it!
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
I keep trying to use the touch screen and have to use the goddamn mouse every time.
Alright. You hit him and cut deep into the zombie's decaying flesh. It lets out a as it staggers back, a gaping wound where its arm used to join up with its shoulder, and now it's kind of sagging down a bit. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Okay. Zankus, it's your turn. Just pick a guy. Let me know which guy you're gonna drop that on.
Yep. 1 minute. Let's do that to this one here.
Okay.
By the light of Vera! And I cast Sacred Flame.
And that's a dex save, right?
Yes. And
13?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, 13.
No, he completely fails it. And that's radiant damage, so he takes double.
Yes.
So that's a 16. And he's gonna have to do his little con save thing.
Can he do it when he takes radiant damage?
Oh, let me see. Unless it is radiant. No, it is not. Radiant or from a critical hit. So he actually burns up and collapses in front of Uruk. And you are down one zombie. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Don.
I think Don got disconnected.
Oh,
Yeah, he dropped.
yeah, I think he did. Alright. Where is he on the map? He says Wi-Fi took a shit trying to get back on. Okay. Yeah, I just told him to take his time, get whatever he needs to get done.
Gotta stay close, right?
Let's see. Don steps up. Let's find his character sheet. Don Kinnison. He looks at the most injured zombie, and he goes. I'm trying to find a good joke here. Your mama was a hamster. That's my best joke. Sorry. And sends the psychic damage to the zombie. Zombie's gotta do a wisdom save. What's its stat? What's -2? It fails its wisdom save, but now it has to do the con thing, which is the 5 plus 3. Let me just. I always screw this up somehow. Just make sure it's 5 plus damage taken, so he's got to score better than an 8. And he does. So this zombie is still standing strong. What's left of him. Don will now finish his turn by taking back the 2 steps he took to be brave, and now we're back to Sophia.
All right. All right. So she has line of sight for that one.
Yeah.
That's the one that she's going to hit because that's the least damaged, right?
In regards to zombies, it's looking relatively fresh.
Okay.
Believe it or not, that does hit him.
She is doing shit on her damage rolls today.
But your force blast hits the zombie, and it, like before, it staggers him a little bit. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Bloodman's gonna rush up and attempt to take out this guy. He's gonna go with his short sword. That does 5 damage. 5 plus is gonna do better than a 10. Frickin' zombie's rough. He does not want to drop. But then Bloodman. John says if someone can message him the link, he can try connecting from his phone to the Google Hangouts. I'm just trying to figure out how do I get this link from my laptop to the phone. I know how to do this. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you could just send it via
Messenger.
Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
There's
Mr. Craig. I sent that to him. And now we are gonna get back to this. Bloodman will now attempt to, instead of taking his cunning action, he's going to use his bonus action to land an offhand attack with his dagger. So, oof, no. Bloodman tries to reach over and stab the zombie again, but completely kind of like misses him as he stabs forward as the zombie shuffles off to his right hand side. And now Bloodman will basically pay for that as this zombie attempts to strike back at our plucky little hero, but that will not do it. Bloodman avoids the attack by literally just ducking slightly because he's a halfling. His other zombie will now shamble its way towards Uruk, where it will attempt to slam him with its meaty, beefy undead arms. But I don't think that does it. A 16.
Not even close.
No. You deflect the blow. You have a shield, right?
Yeah.
You deflect the blow with a shield and gently push the zombie back, trying to keep some distance. I don't know why he did it gently, but he just, I guess, whatever. That's what I said. How much speed? 30 feet, so he can move 6. This skeleton, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He moves into position here, and he's actually going to take a shot over at Zankus with his short bow.
Didn't
Yeah.
that zombie lose one of his arms? Or skeleton?
That skeleton. All right, so he had a critical miss, so I said he dropped one of his arms. The skeleton, as he begins to move, grabs the arm, reattaches it because it's a skeleton, and it moves forward and attempts to shoot Zankus.
Hey, no fair! Do not let him put your arm back on!
Hey, you guys on a critical fail can drop your weapons or all sorts of stuff. I play by the same rules, so my monsters will also drop stuff. It might be their limbs.
No, that was just Zankus making fun of the skeleton, that's
Yeah.
all. Nothing on you, Ray, that was totally
No,
fine.
I know.
It was
but
just
still,
Zankus, being Zankus.
That's true. That's not gonna hit you. That's
18.
You easily defend. You easily it plinks off your shield. Doesn't even make a scratch.
See? That's what you get for cheating!
What's the term for when you pull the arrow?
Oh, I don't know.
When he
What-
draws it back?
When he draws the arrow back, I guess it's the janky arm that fell off. It lets go in a weird way, and it doesn't have all the power behind it. That's why it just plinks off your shield.
That's what you get for reattaching your limbs.
Yeah!
2, 3. This cat here. He's not a cat. It's a skeleton.
Now we're fighting skeleton.
He's gonna take a shot at Zankus also. And that does not do it either. His shot goes wide, and it hits the wall over here. Oh, wait, got
Missed
the red
me.
button. This wall right here. So it plinks into the wall. And now we get back to Uruk.
And now to take another swipe at a zombie.
Get back to your thing. Your swipe. Yes, you cleave into the zombie, nice and clean. It is not dead yet, but it is. It's not looking good. He's looking more and more like minced meat. Is there anything else you wish to do?
That's it.
All
Hey,
right.
Zankus, it's your turn.
It is.
It is. Okay. We cast Sacred Flame. The one in front of Uruk again.
The one in front of Uruk? Okay.
No, one right there.
That's a 13, right?
Yep.
First save.
Save.
This zombie miraculously, like, it starts to shuffle a little bit to the right, and your Sacred Flame kind of drops directly at its, like, past its left-hand side. And it kind of looks down at it, and then looks back at Uruk, and slowly, like, sort of shuffles back into, like, an attack position. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. So we get Don.
Who's just coming back?
Oh, he is. Let me send the link. Let's put the link back in the chat. I will give him a moment or two to get himself back into.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I came back at exactly the right moment. Sorry about that. I don't know why. I think Windows did an update and it shut off my wireless adapter.
Yeah,
Because of course it did.
don't get me started on Windows.
Awesome.
I forgot since I re-upgraded. Sorry, I'm opening my character sheets and shit.
Yep.
Since I re-upgraded, I need to turn my home connection back into metered, so it stops doing that shit to me.
Yeah. Windows should just give the user full control over how they want their updates. I mean, that's just common sense, but whatever. Windows is Windows.
Skeletons and zombos, right?
Yes. The status of the zombies, the one directly in front of Bloodmund, is looking really bad, but has yet to fall entirely. The zombie in front of Uruk is looking also pretty shabby. The skeletons, however, look quite pristine for skeletons.
I yell, "Oh no! More undead in the place where we had already cleared them out!" And I go this way. And I'm done.
Oh, okay. And we now move on to Sophia.
We didn't go that way, dumbass. I'm gonna target the one right in front of Bloodman.
You have Sacred Flame also?
Yep.
Oh. Alright. He's gonna make... Yeah, he fails his dex save. And this guy goes down in a pile of flames. Just a bubbling mess of flames. Anything else?
Other than telling Don that, that's the area that we didn't go yet. We came down from here.
Don? You still there?
I am here.
Alright. And now we will move on to Bloodmund, who takes the opportunity to swing over here to this zombie. And let's strikes with his short sword. Oh, and he does it. 10 slashing, and of course he'll do his 4d6 additional damage. So that's he does 26 damage to the zombie, but he's still gotta. He's not gonna make a 31 on this. No, he's not.
That 20.
Well, no, because the zombie has the Constitution thing he's got to roll when he hits 0, and it's the total damage. So he rolled a total 26. It's the damage plus 5 that the zombie has to beat. I rolled a 15. Even with the zombies con mod, it's not gonna make it. So Bloodmund manages to actually drive his sword directly through the zombie's skull, and then slice it wide open, and it drops dead. And then he will turn and face the skeletons, who will now, skeleton warriors, rush up to Bloodmund and strike at him with the short sword. I keep thinking it's a scimitar for some reason. And this guy, with his janky arms,
That really bad.
swings, and it just pops off again. And then this other guy rushes over to Bloodmund and attempts to swing with his short sword. And manages to strike at him. Let me just double check. That's correct. Yes. For 3 damage. And Bloodmund staggers back a bit as the skeleton slices him across the chest. And he's like, ow! And now we move on to Uruk.
So Urok's gonna move up next to Bloodmund to help him out.
Yeah.
But he's gonna try to slice the skeleton that is missing his janky arm.
Okay. Oh, that is a good slice. You strike at the skeleton that's got the janky arm problems, and you cut through him, and pieces of bone break off, and some of his rotted armor breaks off, and he stumbles back a bit. Do you have another move, or are you good for now?
That's all I have.
Okay. Zankus, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna strike with my mace
Alright.
because these are skeletons.
They are skeleton warriors. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
By the power of Lyra! And I attack.
You smash into him, and in fact, wait, what's the thing? Damage, vulnerable, bludgeoning. So I think he takes double damage on that bludgeon.
Smashy, smashy.
Yep. And yeah, you crack a whole bunch of ribs off of him. Like, he's not looking good. He's looking like he's about to turn to dust. This skeleton is in serious trouble. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good for now.
Don.
Don's gonna sit and sulk.
No. Sophia.
So I guess dodge is the action.
I guess sulking is also appropriate. This is a sandbox adventure.
Sophia's gonna attack that one.
All right. Go ahead and attack it. All right. It takes a full blast of force. Pieces of its armor are stripped off, and the bones begin to crack a bit. Anything else?
That's all she can do, but she seriously needs to stop rolling ones on stupid damage rolls.
I would recommend that also.
Like, her last 3 rolls have been 1 damage plus her modifier.
Bloodmund will attempt to attack the one diagonally, the guy in front of Uruk. He's gonna swing at that guy. Oof. And that does not do it. Yeah, he swings for the skeleton, and the creature manages to raise up a cracked limb and block his sword attack and deflect it momentarily. However, he will take a bonus action and attempt to do a hit with his dagger, or a slice with his dagger, or pierce the dagger. That'll do it. And we got a D4 here, so let's roll that. And he manages to slide the dagger right in between some armor and flick it in a way that he kind of cracks the bones a little bit better before he pulls the dagger out. Not a whole lot of damage, but enough to, teach it a lesson. The skeleton directly in front of Zankus turns to face his aggressor, Zankus, and strike at him with his short sword, but he will not hit with that 12 attack. Yeah, it's like you pull up the shield and he goes ting, and by the way, he just grabbed the sword with the other arm. He's not gonna bother putting his pieces back together, and the sword bounces off the shield. The other guy is going to take a swing at Uruk. Also pings off of Uruk's shield as he deflects the attack. We now go to Uruk.
So real quick, I keep forgetting my Sentinel feat.
Oh,
Lets
okay.
me get that opportunity attack against the one that attacks Zankus.
Let's just remember that for next time.
Well, I'm gonna normally attack the one against Zankus anyhow. Because I
Alright.
remember that one was the most fucked up, right?
Yeah. That'll do it. And you strike your sword down across the creature's back since it is turned away from as it's battling Zankus, and it's like it shatters into bones and little pieces everywhere, and that guy is gone. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Zankus.
I move up and smash.
Let's see what happens. That actually falls just shy. That falls just shy of it.
Okay.
You swing your mace at the creature, at the skeleton, and it manages to definitely hop aside your swing, and turn and face you. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Nope.
Pouty boy, what are you doing?
I continue to pout.
Alright,
Except
What?
now I pull out my drum and I play my drum.
okay.
Oh no.
Sophia?
Don, I'm sorry I hit you on the head, alright?
It's a start.
And then, yeah.
Your Eldritch Blast. Somehow it's like threading threading the needle. It somehow misses hitting. It misses everybody and just hits the far wall.
It goes high.
Yeah, it kind of goes high over everyone's head and just kind of hits the wall ceiling. Everything's starting to look the
I'm
same
kind of
down
looking
here.
more at Don than I am at what I'm throwing. I'm
That's
just throwing the
exactly how
fireball
you. That's
around.
why you missed. You were.
Yep.
You were arguing.
I apply guilt. It is most effective.
So we move on. There's nothing else you want to do?
No.
Alright, we'll move on to Bloodman. Bloodman will attempt to finish off this skeleton once and for all with his sword. And he does. And the skeleton shatters to pieces. Bloodman swings his sword, cracking through his armor, bones, and everything, and he just turns to dust. And I promise you guys this is the last fight for a while.
That's
I
good.
put you guys to the fucking ringer, and I'm sorry.
You good though.
What are you talking about? We all got full spells.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's all good.
I think Bluntman's the only one that got damaged.
Yeah. It's 11. Yeah. So the creatures are gone. You take a moment to assess the situation. The mines are once again eerily quiet.
Have during any of that time, sorry, because I missed a little bit. Have we heard any of those ghoul screams happen?
No ghoul screams.
Okay.
From your best guess, just to give you a time frame, it's probably dawn or getting close to dawn. Because you guys did rest for about 8 hours. And it was already evening by the time you guys finished resting previously.
I am.
You should see up to here.
So, Sophia, an apology is a fine start, and I do appreciate you offering. In the meantime, I cast Thaumaturgy again, and I'm going to use I'm going to use a feat to imitate the sound of one of those ghoul screams
Okay.
at 3 times my normal volume. Down the tunnel.
It's not wanting to play.
Okay.
That's weird. Alright. Whatever. The sound does not wish to play anymore. And that sucks because I really like that sound. So yes, the ghoul screech echoes throughout the tunnels. And nothing. There's no reply, there's no call back, there's no nothing, there's no answer. It's eerily quiet again.
All right, sorry, before they get back.
So I wanna
That's why.
turn and make a ghoul run from behind Don to in front of him.
An illusion?
Yeah, minor illusion.
Okay. You go ahead and you cast a minor illusion to create a ghoul that runs up from behind Don. Does minor illusion also allow you to make a noise, or is it just an image?
No, it's one or the other.
So you're just doing an image.
Yeah, just an image of a ghoul.
Okay. I'm trying to think of. I don't know if it's gonna be if Don needs to roll a perception thing to be freaked out by it or not.
That's up to Don. That's up to John. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, if he's a successful intelligence versus my spell DC.
Okay.
If he wants to.
So, 13?
Yeah, 13. You notice if it's an illusion or not.
Yeah. Don's not falling for it.
No,
Alright.
it's not making any noise, no shadow.
Yeah.
I just screamed. I give it a mating call.
We can do insight to see if that scream was real or not, right?
Well, we knew it was from Don, didn't we?
I wasn't trying to hide it.
Yeah, I mean-
that's what I assumed.
Yeah,
He
that's
did it
right.
like on
Trying to
purpose.
scare the fuck out of us.
No, he was trying to cool the stuff so we could fight more things. I don't know. Don's being a jerk.
Alright, let's go, guys.
Alright, so you guys move up ahead to the tunnels. So, you are heading past this area here. So there's a small desk, rubble, and I will also reveal what's up here. Just give me a second here. That's not what I wanted. There you go.
This lightsaber keeps going off.
Yeah, I hear it too.
That's Arthur watching on my phone.
Is he watching
I
Clone
do
Wars?
want to, I see out of the corner of my eye a table down here, and I'm gonna
Yep.
kind of run about around and go and investigate it.
Okay. You can do a regular investigation roll. All right. What you find in the desk is a small satchel of dynamite.
I'm definitely taking that.
All right. So you make sure to put your inventory satchel of dynamite. There's 4 sticks of dynamite in there.
Okay.
And I will now.
I put it in my under my bio page in the treasure box that we have.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
That should be a good place to put it.
Because I don't know where dynamite would be for my equipment, so yeah.
In your list of equipment.
Yep.
And then would we need to roll investigation also to like just look through the rubble and see if there's anything of value?
Yeah. If you're gonna just actively like look for, if you're actively looking for goods that you can take home, yes.
Anything
If you're
that
just
would-
gonna look for just to kind of look, there's nothing to roll because I have a little description for the piles of rubble.
looking for like anything of value first off, and then anything that might be useful second.
Okay.
So you need investigation again?
Yeah, an investigation roll for that. You find a small piece of hematite in one of the piles. It's a 10 GP gemstone. Fairly
Can you-
common in this mine.
Can you spell imitate?
Hold on. Hematite.
Okay.
Alright. So you guys, as you're exploring through here, Urok, the area you've come up to is a large junction. To your left, it looks like it goes into a very large opening, very large cavern in the mines. To your right, it appears to be another access tunnel that goes down to another area.
I'm gonna call to Iraq that we want to go to the right according to the map to go to the exploratory tunnel.
Okay, well, let's start going, Sophia. And I'm gonna start heading down the hallway.
All right. Bloodman falls behind you guys.
How far up does this tunnel on the left upward go?
Uh,
I'm asking Sophia because she's got a map.
It goes up a little bit. There's actually a jade vein up there.
Ooh.
Hang on, I'll be right back. And I literally jog up the.
yeah, your connection's dropping
Sorry.
pretty bad. No, it's I
I
just
don't know
want
what
to
the fuck's going on tonight.
I just want to let you know that it's happening because sometimes you know.
When I see Don head that way, I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna jog.
follow.
Like I'm seriously just gonna like do a quick run.
Yeah.
And as if I don't see anything moving, I'm going to just do a circle.
No, with your dark vision, you don't see anything. You don't see any motion. Nothing. Couple abandoned carts, wagons,
All
and
right, then I'm just
piles and
gonna-
piles of debris and rocks.
I'm gonna turn right back around. Just circle.
Sophie's like, but Jade. Yeah,
Will
the
you look
dragon
for the
in her.
jade?
Yeah, the dragon in her is gonna run up and look.
Okay.
Wait! And I want to run.
That's gonna warrant.
Where is it?
You find 4 small pieces of jade, quite a valuable stone, tucked away in the rubble. Zankus, you find coal. Somehow there's a coal mine here. You find worthless rocks. You can't find anything. You
Okay.
can't find anything of worth here.
What is the jade worth, either per piece or total?
The total for the 4 small pieces you have, roughly around 100 GP.
Thank you.
Because they're small pieces. You put them together, it's going to be worth a full rock of 100 GP worth of jade.
Alright.
Like I was mentioned before, you guys get out of this one piece, you will be made adventurers. Alright. So now, let me do this. I'm going to screen up a little bit. And I will now transition you guys to the next scene.
Good idea, Don. We should always check for gems.
Alright, so bear with me 1 second. I will reveal an area for you.
What the hell is on this stuff that it keeps falling?
What are you trying to do?
I don't know. Stuff keeps falling. I don't know what the heck he has on this computer.
I thought it was clear.
Apparently not the keyboard thing, because I push it in every time and stuff falls.
Alright,
Well,
gang, you can
there's that
feel free to
mouse thing
drop
that's
your
in the
characters onto the map where I have revealed it. If you can't see it, zoom out a bit until you see the area that I have opened up for you. And let me find it here myself. Alright, let me reveal a bit more map for you.
It's like that in old video games where the slides moves over.
So you guys head through the part marked exploratory tunnel, and you come to this seemingly sealed off area. It looks like the tunnel area over here had collapsed, and it collapsed pretty badly, as if there was some sort of let's say an explosion of some sort that caused the tunnel to fall down. And give me 1 second, let me just get this set up. Blood mode. Nameplate. HP.
Hey, Sophia!
Alright.
Am I coming through more clearly now?
I'm sorry?
Am I coming through more clearly now?
Yes.
Okay, Mike.
Bloodmund walks up to the cave-in and he inspects and goes, we must have, when we fled, we must have dropped some dynamite here or something. It had to have happened when we left. I don't remember sealing this up.
We, just FYI, we lost Bloodman's, nameplate.
Hold on. I swear I got it to show up, but I will. There we go. Now it should be there.
Now we got it, yep.
And looks pretty good and sealed up. But I wonder, if we sealed that up, how did the things get from the temple?
Can I roll perception? See if there's any, ghoul holes or anything dug into the walls.
You can definitely do that.
I want to try and just walk through the wall.
Uruk, as you're attempting to sense out or determine any other openings, you feel something of a, not so much as a breeze, but you hear like a sound, an echo that leads you over to, am I pinging it? Yeah, here. To over here. And give me a second. Can I click that? No. Hold on. I'm the G. Oh, that's why. Click on this and this. There we go. And does that show up for you guys? No, it doesn't. Shit, son of a bitch. That didn't work. Okay. No, that doesn't work. Give me 1 second. I'll make this thing work.
All right, while you're figuring that out, can you guys hear me now?
I can hear
Yeah, I can hear
Is
you.
this clearer?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I switched to a USB link.
you. Uruk, you notice that there's 2-foot wide cracks in the wall there, and they're roughly humanoid height, at most 6 feet tall. And based on what you can determine, the cracks go some distance to the walls. It's, I would say, roughly wide enough for something like a ghoul to crawl through, or a skeleton, or a relatively skinny zombie.
Or like a gnome. Hey,
That too.
Zankus.
Yeah?
You want to check out these holes over here? I think the ghouls have been crawling through them.
You want to send me into some tunnels that are ghouls going to eat me?
I bet you there are gems in those tunnels too. I mean, if there's that much that you guys have picked up on the outside of these walls, imagine how much is inside the wall.
Oh, yeah. All right, I crawl right in, and I want to do an investigation for gems.
Okay, you can do that.
Yep.
As he like jumps right in, I look at Yurek and go, "Sorry."
Sophia's gonna try and shimmy her way in. If she turns to the side and only the side and side steps her way through the tunnel, can she fit in it?
You guys can fit through these tunnels. It might be a bit of a squeeze for Uruk, because I'm assuming he's a heftier guy, being half orc. But the rest,
Yeah.
but the rest of you, I mean, you guys can fit through there. It's just going to be a little bit like God of War, like shimmying along the wall kind of deal. So for
So I'm gonna go over and
Zankus,
peek in and watch them disappear.
Zankus, you find as you're crawling through the crack, you find a piece of aquamarine sticking out, and you manage to kind of pluck it out of the wall without causing this crack to cave in on itself.
How much is that worth?
About a good 500.
Wow.
I'm rewarding you guys for dealing with my bullshit.
We're fine. Alright.
Uh,
Oh!
Sophia, on the other hand.
Find something good?
More ghouls!
Doesn't sound like ghouls. I mean, I can
Uh,
give another mating call if you want.
Like, ghouls don't mate. They're undead.
No, that's absolutely a mating call.
What? No, no. Ghouls don't. How would...
I'm gonna just spell it
Never
out
mind.
to see what Sophia finds.
Have you ever watched a ghoul mate?
No. Ew.
Exactly. And how do you know they know they're...
That's what you find,
they're
Sophia.
created by a
You just find a chunk
necromancer.
of that.
I read a scroll about it once.
Oh.
And
What's with you and reading all these scrolls?
I don't understand that question.
Sophia wants to continue going and do I need to give you an investigation roll for every time she goes down these?
no, I mean, you don't need to investigate every inch of the.
Well, she's definitely looking for gems as she goes through the tunnel.
That's the only gem you found.
Okay.
I'm gonna reward you guys, but not
Hey,
that
Doc.
much.
You're up for going down the tunnel.
Yeah, they're not dead yet, huh? Guys, you still alive down there?
No.
Look for gems when you come through.
I'll squeeze my way down.
I will reveal more map. Let me get Bloodman down there. Spare with me one moment. Ooh. Object.
I'm gonna plug my phone in real quick.
Bloodman follows suit, and you guys all are on the opposite side in a side cavern area. That's bypassing the, or at least you hope it bypasses the blockage.
This is not on the map.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, you're someplace off the map.
Well, the best stories happen once you leave the map.
Sophia, as you come around the bend, you see a large opening that goes into what appears to be a larger cavern area that is roughly hewn and, so far as you can tell, empty. Lutmund is following relatively close behind you guys, since you guys all have the night vision. And he's trying to keep the use of his hooded lantern to a minimum. Alright. So, a little bit more of this.
Probably lose two. There he is.
All right, we're at another choke point. Like, if we're gonna get into another fight, this would be a good place to do it. You want me to ring the dinner bell again?
I want to search through the rubble.
Okay.
Jurek?
Give it a couple minutes first.
You find 3 pieces of blue quartz. They're about 10 GP each in this pile. Bloodman pulls out his hooded lantern, and he's looking around and goes, this wasn't quite here last time we were down here. Not sure where this opening or this cave came from. This is really weird.
Could somebody else be digging or excavating?
Oh wait, so is this not just a way around? This is a completely new cave?
Yeah, this wasn't at all the tunnel that we took. The tunnel is blocked off.
Well, fuck me running.
Do you need me to roll investigation for the other pile?
No, that's just to resolve Xankus. You find more rocks, nothing of value.
Okay.
I'm assuming that area. I'm going through all the piles for the one roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go to an area and you see a new pile, you do one roll. If you see a couple piles, just consider you scoured them for the best rocks.
Gotcha.
See what you find. For brevity's sake.
Sophia likes shiny rocks.
We figured that. Yeah, Bloodmund is in awe at the amount of apparent work that he's guessing that the creatures have done somehow, digging their way through here to get outside after him and his team apparently sealed the way through.
Well, Bloodman, if you can work tirelessly all day and all night, gets done quick.
I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess if you're undead and you got nothing better to do.
No,
Sophia,
they make great workers.
you find that the undead look like they're good at cutting holes through walls, but not the best at mining anything.
Okay.
So you don't see any debris or any precious valuable stones at all. And as you come up around this end, you find that this looks like it looks like a wall that had been kind of dug through to get around this pile of rubble here, which is the blockage from before.
Okay.
How hard
Hey,
does it
Ray.
look like it would be to clear?
It'll take a while, a couple hours, if not, it might be too dangerous to clear out because of how compacted it is.
How about with dynamite?
You could try it.
So as we're going up this cavern, can I roll perception to keep an eye out for any ghoul holes or anything like that again?
Sure. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's a mine tunnel that connected to another tunnel wasn't there before.
I'm
That up for you guys.
sticking behind Urek as much as I can.
Alright. Give me one moment here to readjust things. And then let me reveal the necessary parts that I need to reveal. Bloodman turns to you guys. This is it! This is the way to the temple. This part I remember. You may do an investigation roll on these piles. Let's do this. You find... The two of you both find a piece of obsidian each, which is worth about 10 gold. Yeah. And so you have come up to the end of this area. Bloodmund is. I guess you guys are all heading to the exit because Bloodmund was looking up. There's like this. This is where. Okay, you guys are brave. All right. All right. So we will now do this. And let's see what this looks like because I hope it. All right. You head through the tunnel, and you come up to this massive cavern. And sitting in there is this impossible structure. This temple hewed out of rock, seemingly coming up from the ground, kind of taking up all this space in here. This place looks older than old. It's very ancient. And it is giving off a really nasty vibe.
Wow, I don't like this. We should go back.
What do we need to roll to save against the fear?
Pretty sure we haven't been in here in the first place.
That I will tell you right now. Well, if you decide to go forward, you will need to roll wisdom.
Jeez.
Do you just
Sophia wants to go forward.
as you attempt to step forward, Sophia, you are suddenly flooded with the most intense fear you've ever felt in your life. And I mean, it's not just like a sudden sense of fear. It's like you're also filled with all sorts of just like your deepest, darkest fears, self-doubts, just terrible, terrible feelings that repel you from this place, and you are compelled to just run away as far as you can. Same thing with you, Uruk. You are filled with an incredibly deep and horrifying fear. Zankus is also filled with fear and literally.
Ah!
Yeah, that's
Running away.
basically it. Just run away. Run away. Run
run
away.
Ah! I told you it was bad. Lyra, save me!
All right, everybody wait. Everybody wait. Stop, run, guys. Stop. Wait. And back up, like just around the corner with them. All right, guys, gather. Wait here.
No, you'll die!
We won't die.
No, you will if you go alone.
I pull up my lyre. Rising up, back on the streets.
What are you
If
singing at
I
a time like this
took
for?
my chances, went the distance. I'm taking back my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. And who was first? Sophia, Bardic Inspiration. So many times happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of a rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. And I'm hoping that's enough of me singing that to give inspiration to Zankus and to Uruk.
They all have bardic inspiration, so if they want to re-roll that.
All right, we are the best motherfuckers. We can do this shit, right?
Yeah.
Let me get a hell yeah.
Hell yeah, but I'm gonna send my pseudo dragon in first. How's that sound?
I pull my sword. Let's fucking go!
Why is Donald? Just 20 minutes ago, he was cowering in the corner.
So
And
you
so
want
yeah,
to
Cowering aren't the same thing.
Slightly differently.
And I'm gonna try and go in.
I think he had one of those mushrooms from before that Sophia was talking about. I don't know.
I can't let Don go in by himself.
All right.
Wisdom save?
So yeah, give me 1 second here.
Oh no.
Time to run
You
away
have a
again.
bardic inspiration, don't you?
Yeah,
Well,
Bardic
D6.
Inspiration. Remember, you have an extra D6, I
Yep.
think.
Everybody's got inspirations. I cannot inspire myself.
Oh boy.
I'm going. Whoo, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Charging like half a dozen steps. Fuck this. Turn back around.
As he rushes past me, I trip him and slow him down.
And I'm pretty sure I don't make it either.
Okay. Give me.
Alright, guys, we're leaving. Fuck this.
Alright, so give me 1 second here. Everyone's rolling dice. I need to resolve things. Let's start with Urak. With your Bardic Inspiration, you're able to control your fears enough to step through step towards the temple itself and make your way past this field of fear that surrounds the place. And you
If
manage to
That's the case.
cross through the
I'm gonna
threshold.
grab.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, you cross through this, like, fear threshold, and you find yourself at the entrance to the temple itself, the grand doorway that leads in.
So if that's the case, as I go to step through, when Don goes to run, I just kind of want to grab his collar and drag him with me, unwillingly, to this temple.
An unwilling participant being pulled through into you know what? If Don doesn't want to go through, it's gonna have to be against that strength check. I would say either Don has to do an opposing strength check, or maybe even a dex check to scramble out of Urak's grasp and run away.
Do I have acrobatics?
Come on, Don. It's not that bad. We can do it. What was that song you were just singing?
Yeah, I fell.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Alright. So,
Fuck this place. Fuck this place so hard.
Don, as Urak pulls you through the field, you take 3 points of necrotic damage. As you suddenly pull through the barrier, you just feel like a sting of 1,000 needles into your body, and you become just like rigor mortis rigid. And for a moment, you just
Eye of
can't
the tiger,
move.
Don. It's the eye of the tiger. Come on.
Ah!
Sophia. Sorry, let me just resolve everyone else here. Sophia, you manage to get a control of your own fear, and you step through the threshold, and you reach the other side.
Alright, as I get through the other side, I'm gonna grab Don, hug him, and give him a kiss on the cheek and go, "Thank you!"
That leaves Zankus, and we cannot forget
let's
that Bloodmund needs to make a roll himself. He is quite hesitant of making such a roll, but he will attempt it. Oh, and no. Zankus, you manage to get a reign of your fears and trudge through the barrier to reach the gate. Bloodmund,
By the power of Lyra!
exactly. Bloodmund
Thank you,
attempts to
goddess.
pass through, but is driven away by the fear, and he starts to rush back to the tunnels and goes, "You know what? I'll get to town and get everybody else to come and help." Bye! And he runs away as fast as he can down the tunnel. And he's gone. He's just... You hear the foot... And
Didn't
then it's...
he have a bardic inspiration though?
No, Don
No,
gave
he
bardic
didn't.
inspiration to the players, not to the
Okay.
NPC.
Not to the guy who's bleeding and it's just gonna be like chum for any undead. No, fuck that guy.
And you guys have actually made it to the temple. I'm excited.
Is Don still paralyzed?
You're no longer paralyzed, but you're... I would say you're probably a little groggy after getting shot with necrotic energy. And let me reveal a little bit of this more for you guys. Did I drag you guys over here, or did I switch it over myself? Yes. Alright, so you guys have reached the interior of the temple. It's about fucking time.
Fuck this place. I don't want to be here. I don't like this place at all. Fuck this place.
Alright. Give me 1 second. Yeah, pull that up. Just this. And so let me pull up a little thing I've written about this place. As you cross through the threshold into the temple, you come to a T-section hallway. There's darkness on either end, but there are small sconces here or there that emit an eerie green light. That's just enough that you don't have dark vision, you can see, but you guys should be able to see well enough. The walls of the ruins have petroglyphs depicting a great conflict. Or at least it appears to be a great conflict. A lot of them are scratched up, clawed up, if you will. And that's all you initially see as you walk through into these hallways.
Huh. Alright, so, you think if we just, collapse this hallway, we can fucking leave and never come back here?
With how he does the
Then
top,
it'll come out.
out that.
I want to pop detect magic.
We have to purify this place.
It's an incantation of
Mhm.
Sophia's.
Don is going to start examining the inscriptions on the walls, see if he can recognize anything or figure out what the story they're telling us.
Alright. Resolving your spell outside of whatever things that your compatriots are carrying with them, if they are carrying anything magical, for instance, like I believe your Sophia's own cloak has a +1 to it, so therefore your cloak is glowing to you. And I'm not sure if Xanthus's own mace would be considered magical now that it's enchanted with the flame, but that's glowing. But other than that, you don't detect any magic. The little sconces of the green lights don't seem to be magical in nature, maybe more mechanical.
Okay. And the temple itself doesn't have even a faint glow of magic.
Not the temple itself, but if you look out through the threshold, you can clearly see the barrier.
Okay.
Your detect magic spell allows you to see the barrier clearly.
Okay.
Now for Don, I would need you to... you have a couple options here. I would say history would probably be your best bet if you want to find out what's on these walls, or at least get an idea.
Sure. Let's do history.
Okay.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. What you see on the walls looks like a depiction of an ancient war. You see figures that look remotely familiar from things that you've read in various books of myth and legends. You can see something that looks like the goddess of the moon and the goddess of the dead in the murals. And it looks like the two of them went to war against each other.
Is Don going to point this out to us?
No, I'm going to read it and try and figure out what it says.
The language here seems... because there is some writing, but a lot of it is scratched, clawed out, or decayed to a degree where there's many missing words. Actually, let me check out your languages. What languages do you know?
Infernal, Elven, and Common.
The language looks Elvish, but of a dialect or that's unfamiliar. But there's some syntax, the writing looks Elvish to you, but it looks like an older dialect.
Do we all see that there's writing?
Yeah, it's all along the walls. If you inspect the walls, you will see it.
All right. I speak Celestial, Common, Deep Speech, and Primordial.
The language looks Elvish to you, but if you've seen Elvish before, it looks Elvish.
It's some form of Elvish. I can't read it.
Alright, I'm going to cast that.
Okay. As you cast your Comprehend Languages spell,
This all talks about a war between the goddesses of the sky, the goddess of the moon, and death. I don't think we should be here.
Sophia, what you see in some of the words here on the wall as they begin to become clearer to you in your vision is that the moon went to war with death overstepping its bounds, and that an ancient servant of death was defeated and quite possibly trapped in this prison. But the details as to whom this figure is and who trapped this figure has been severely scratched out.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell them. Okay, so the great dragon of death had a fight with the goddess of the moon, and there was some kind of dragon or draconic being in this temple that was a servant of the great dragon of death. And
That's not what this says at all.
yes,
No, look.
everybody knows
To
that
Don,
the
so
death
let me
is the
clar-
dragon.
Yeah, quite clearly here. This is a pictogram that's associated with death.
Yes, it is a dragon. And so there was a fight, and the servant of death was defeated, and I don't know. I'm not. It's scratched out, but I have a feeling that we need to defeat it again.
So we're
I'm-
hunting a zombie dragon?
Yeah, wow. That can't be good.
I don't know.
Don is giving Sophia this look.
Wait, I can't see what look. It says very clearly it was a dragon. That the goddess of death is a dragon. And a servant of death, it was defeated.
Running my fingers along the pictograms.
Just make sure to check your messages.
I puzzled a bit of this. Like, yeah, this is an old. Oh, okay, Sophia. And look at everybody else going. That's not at all what this says.
So what does it say then? If it doesn't say that, what does it say?
Yes, the death and the moon warred against each other. The end of the story has been scratched out, but it says something about the moon was able to contain the servant of death. I don't think this is a good place to be.
Yeah, you couldn't tell that by coming in here?
Like I'm saying, I don't think that this is. I think we might be in a prison for like some aspect of death.
Oh.
I think this is like above our ability to deal with, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
It's evil. It needs to be faced.
Yeah, we need to destroy the evil.
Sophia, I've never said this to a woman before. I don't think I'm like up to handling this.
Trust me, Don. It's not gonna kill us. Well, permanently.
Wait, what? No, we have to destroy the temple.
Now,
I got an idea! Sophia, use the dynamite! We'll just blow it up!
I think that we need to find the servant of the Dragon of Death. And yes, that is what I'm doing.
Okay.
No, let's just blow up the temple.
And find the servant of death, and then you guys distract it, and I'll lay the dynamite. I'll get the dynamite on it somehow, and then we'll run and blow it up, and that'll defeat it.
Why don't we just blow up the temple? It'll collapse on it.
Because
and
we
it'll
don't have
die.
enough dynamite to blow up the temple. I only have 4 sticks of dynamite.
Yeah, if you put one here, and one there, and one somewhere over there, against that support, it should collapse in it on itself.
That's not gonna...
Gnomes are a lot like dwarves. I trust him on this.
I don't think that's gonna... He's not that kind of gnome.
Wait, what? How do you know what kind of gnome I am?
Because you're the
Right?
kind of gnome that talks to...
Racist? He's not that kind of... Wow.
He's the kind of gnome that talks to nature animals. You've seen him do it. The kind that talks to nature animals don't know all the gadgety stuff.
Racist much?
Yeah, racist!
Have you ever encountered gnomes before? I have.
I've lived with them all my life.
He is one.
Okay. I
Tell
was
him what
talking
he
to Don.
can't do. His race is going to hold him back.
Yeah.
Damn.
What kind of gadgets have you ever made?
What does that have to do
Gadgety
with anything?
one. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm offended on your behalf.
Yeah,
You
me
go
too.
ahead and be offended then.
He can do
While
anything any other
they're
gnome can
arguing
do.
loudly, I'm gonna take a look around that corner, make sure nothing's coming at us.
All right. Let's see how far down you can see. Oops, sorry. Just trying to remember where this is. There, that square. Uruk, your vision carries you fairly clearly down this way. But you see some like the eerie green lighting, and it illuminates this lower part of the hallway just a little bit. So you can see what I'm trying to do is pretty clearly. You can see up to where it's lit up, but then down this little strip is like the low level lighting that just lights it up a little bit.
All right, come on, let's go.
And you don't see anything in the movement here. Let me put on my pinger here, or anything moving in the shadows here. Do you
Come on.
relay any information to the party?
Not yet. I figure they're still fighting at this point.
Yeah, Sophia has gotten to the point where she's just trying to, like, nudge Don down towards Arak. Look, Arak's leaving us. We don't want to get lost.
I want to see what's down this tunnel, and I want to peer my head ever so slightly this way.
Okay.
We're not gonna get lost if we don't move. Can't get lost.
That's there.
Hey, Don, just ring that dinner bell like you wanted to earlier.
I mean, do you want me to do that? I don't know if this is a really good place to do so.
No.
I don't think that's a good idea.
We'll get them from both sides.
What she
Zankus, you see fairly clearly down this hallway up to this point, and then it starts to kind of get shadowy and very narrow down here. You don't see any movement beyond there. These hallways seem empty. And the temple itself seems eerily quiet.
Come on,
Alright,
Don, let's go. Come on.
That tunnel seems empty down there. I don't know what the other one is.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Let's go.
So who wants to go first and set off the traps?
You go first.
Arak?
Shit, hold on. That's what I want. As you guys come down here, you can see that the tunnel ends here and appears to turn to your right.
I
So
wanna
as Urok's
investigate-
going down this tunnel, he's gonna keep an eye out, make sure he doesn't come across any random ghouls hiding anywhere.
I want to investigate the walls around here. Again, looking for writing, and also trying to see if there might be any secret passages.
Okay. Urok, your perception, you don't see or sense anything outside the ordinary of a creepy, seemingly abandoned temple that's quite possibly holding a servant of death. You don't see any creatures or hear any movement outside of your own footsteps. Sophia, so as you guys have walked down these hallways, you've seen the same series of like petroglyphs, images of very similar story, kind of repeated over and over, almost as if it's being chanted, but on the rock, on the walls, almost as if this may have been at one time a warding of some sort, but is no longer active, therefore no longer emitting any magic. And like the images you saw in the first hallway, specific references, names have been scratched out, clawed out, and it's quite clear that something with claws came and scratched away at these specific names and very specific references, leaving everything vaguely as in the moon fought death and captured something that served death.
Am I getting the same impression that like this thing was magical, but it's faded? Because that's what it sounds like you're describing.
Yes. This
Okay.
once was magical, but has long since faded.
Okay,
Which
guys,
is why the detect magic did not make it glow.
Hey guys, let's take just a quick break, huh? Let's have a sit down. And you guys talk amongst yourselves over there. Or actually, I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna sit here for 10 minutes. And I'm gonna think about this place real hard. All right? Yeah. That's
What's that gonna do?
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, and I pull out my pearl and I pull out a owl feather and I wave it around in the air and I start to hum. No, 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 no. Be the creepy temple. Be the creepy temple. No, 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 no. And cast identify as a ritual on temple.
What you, at the end of your ritual, what you can determine from your act here is that any magic that was used to ward this place has long since faded, and from what you can tell, this was all a seal that had been damaged and thus lost all its power. That's no other details come to you, since it's so faint. The energy is so faint that you barely get like a wisp of it, and through that you feel like it's this used to be really strong, but now it's not even a shadow of itself. It's barely existent.
10 minutes. Go up. Okay, so all right, fuck it, guys. Let's keep going. This prison's broken. I think it's been broken for a while.
So what does that mean?
That this was a magic prison, and the magic prison broke.
So
Long
now
ago.
whatever evil is there is free to eat us?
Yeah, well, it broke long enough ago that I don't think it matters. Like, there's, I have this weird feeling that, like, the big evil that was being imprisoned in this place
It's gone?
has been gone for a while.
Uh,
I got a feeling. Because, yeah, if it was that dangerous and that big, I'm pretty sure it like, yeah, the dirt wasn't holding it in. I think we're just kind of cleaning up the mess. Like, I mean, just a feeling.
like all the low-level feet are undead?
Yeah, I think we're just, we're dealing with what was left behind. But, probably a good idea to go slowly, and so we don't trip any traps. Probably some undead in here. I don't think that this, whatever the fuck it is, part of death is still here, though.
Did you get that right?
Hold on a sec. I'm sorry. Just juggling a lot. Sophia, as you're traveling around, you do reach into your pocket, and you touch the weird ore, and you feel that it's pulsing. But the energy that's pulsing through it is very familiar to you. It's very much the same energy you felt before, but stronger. It seems to be reacting to this place.
Alright. Hey guys, why don't we send my pseudo dragon to scout?
Alright.
I'm gonna send Precious to scout.
Okay. Let me. See if I find something here. Hold on 1 second. I will. That's. There we go. Alright, hold on. I have a Precious. Let's do this. Let's do that. Save changes. You should have control of Precious now.
Okay. He has a +4 to stealth. I'm gonna
Okay.
have her tell her be very careful and very stealthy as you go.
Yeah, I see that. What's
And
blind sight and dark vision? Okay.
yes.
So let me see. And you can see through Precious's eyes, right?
Yes, I can.
Alright, so Precious pops out of in a poof of purple smoke. Precious appears on your shoulders. Goes, Mama! You gave it instructions, and it flies down the tunnel cautiously. Let me.
Want him to kind of just peek over this outcropping.
It manages to kind of flutter through the hallways carefully and quietly. And which way did you want to look down? Down that end? Okay. So it sees this way. It looks down this hallway. And with its dark vision, it sees that this won't let me go down there. Alright, move it down. That this hallway here ends, but it looks like there's some openings down the hall.
Okay, but there's nothing. It doesn't see any like debris or anything.
No debris, no bodies, no figures, nothing that can indicate that something's been through here. Not recently, at least.
I'm gonna kind of tell him to cling to the roof and kind of peek around the corner here,
Okay.
but to stay to the roof so that if there's anything, it's gonna be very less likely to see her.
Alright. Precious looks down this hallway and sees that it's very much similar to the other hallways it's come to. Precious does see that it looks like the hallway bends at the end and turns back upwards from the direction that Precious had come from.
Alright, at this point, I'm gonna tell the guys. Well, Uruk ran off, but Sophia's not seeing the Uruk run off. She's gonna tell them that there's a couple of intersections, and it looks like, and Precious only looked down the first one. It looks like it has a turn, and I'm gonna send Precious down here to look down this way and then this way.
Okay. Precious, when I'm not even sure it's a he or she, but Precious looks down this way that I just revealed. Precious sees a door.
Okay.
It looks like it is a solid stone door that looks like it's slid in from the top, and it's sealed. Precious looks down the other way and reveals another hallway that turns further along the way into another hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Precious to just wait there for me.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Jason.
All right, guys.
Alright. I'm gonna move up next to Aura.
I guess we're moving up to Iraq.
All right.
I'll relay the information to Iraq about the door and the two intersections that look like they pass off other places.
On that note, I'm gonna go up and check out the door.
Okay.
Bet you that what we're looking for is in the middle of this place.
Alright, then usually how evil temples work.
The door is of solid stone construction. It looks quite ancient. There are similar petroglyphs carved onto the door, and like you've seen earlier, there's a lot of scratch marks on this door, as if whatever was or roamed through here was trying to eradicate as much of the imagery as it possibly could.
Am I able to move the door by pushing it open or anything?
It's pretty solid. If you want to give me a perception roll to check anything, it's up to you.
I want to start randomly pushing petroglyphs and parts of the stone, see if
Okay.
anything moves or gives.
All right. So, Uruk, as you're checking out the door, you can hear faint sounds of movement beyond it. It sounds like something's in there. But that's all you can perceive is sound of movement. It might be footsteps. Hard to tell, but there's definitely something past this door and it's moving.
Well, there's something on the other side of this door, guys, and I'm gonna try to kick the door in.
Okay.
It's gonna fail
Don't
miserably.
open that door.
Just out of
Oh,
curiosity,
horribly.
God.
just out of curiosity, why are we opening a door that's obviously sealed and has been for quite a while?
Trust me, I'm not opening it with that roll.
Yeah. Uruk, you attempt to kick in a solid stone door with your mighty half-orc feet. You take 2 points of damage because it's a stone door.
Yeah, let's not open that yet, huh?
Let's use a stick of dynamite.
Oh, jeez.
No, all right. Anything that's moving in there, we probably want to meet. I'm gonna
It'll get
Take a couple
destroyed by the
steps south.
explosion.
I'm gonna tell Precious to come back to me and like curl around my shoulders again.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna put her into
You can move her off to the side a bit.
I'm just gonna put her over here for now.
Alright, that's cool. Alright. Bear with me a few moments, guys, because I will reveal much more to you. Okay. You guys come up to another hallway. One end, there's some rubble on the ground. The other end, there's apparently another bend. And again, you keep seeing the similar murals and petroglyphs all scratched out. What are you investigating for?
I am looking at the rubble that's here, just to see if there's any like, does it look like it is what was carved out of the wall? Does it look like that's the rubble from the carving out of the wall? Where did it come from? What does it look like? Is there anything of use or that tells me anything in it?
It is crumbled chunks of wall, crumbled chunks of a petroglyph. It's too degraded to determine anything out of it. At least from your investigation, it looks like that's the source of this rubble here.
Okay.
But it's far too degraded to put it back together to get any further information out of it.
Okay. I just wanted to know, do I need to look up, like, does it look like it fell out of the ceiling or
No, it didn't fall out of the ceiling. It's off the walls.
Okay.
That's your most logical guess here from for investigation. Is, hey, there's drawings on the walls that have been carved out, really like carved up, defaced. They've been super defaced, and it looks like it's chunks of it all over the place. But in such a manner that you can't put pieces back together again.
The Dragon of Death, see? It's right there, very clearly says Dragon of Death.
No. I just while she's doing that, I'm gonna walk over to the corner.
Don, your lack of faith is disturbing.
Alright. You guys are heading up that way. So I will now illuminate the hall. Okay.
I'm gonna peek around the corner.
Alright, peeking around the corner leads to this.
Excuse me. As I peek around this corner, I'm like, why am I doing the peeking? Where's Arak?
Why don't you let Precious do the peeking?
Because you guys didn't seem to want to let Precious do her job.
So yeah, where's everyone else? Alright, Uruk rushes in. As
Hey,
you
wait for
come
me, I've got little legs.
As you come around the bend, Uruk, you see that the hallway continues down this way. Down this end, it looks like there's some debris. Over here, another hallway. And
I'm gonna
Don,
move up,
okay.
peek around the
Um,
corner, make sure there's nothing there.
And Don, are you gonna move up and meet up with everyone, or are you just hanging out there?
Don's okay in the back.
Okay. All right, Taco. Uruk, you peek around this way and you see what at one point appeared to be a stairwell leading down, but something had caused the ceiling to crash down and just seal up the stairwell. On the other side, though, you see a hallway that leads up. Oh, why are you doing this, computer? Alright. To here. And do you guys where are you? All right, give me 1 second. It comes up to a. Did that do it? Or no, that did not do it. Son of a bitch. Okay. Oh, because I have to do this. At the end of the hallway, you see a strange. Basically, it's a strange object protruding out of the. I was gonna say it's coming out of the wall, but it looks like a lever that's just sticking out of the ground.
Sophia's gonna come over and investigate the rubble, see if it looks like it can be moved or if it looks like it's too extensive to move.
It's too extensive to move.
Okay, and see if she can find any clues about what caused it. You need a roll for that, or
No. It's evident that something had exploded there. Whether it was an actual stick of dynamite or a spell, something had caused the ceiling to cave in and seal off that stairwell.
okay. Would there be any kind of debris? Like, I'm assuming if it was dynamite, there would be some form of, unless it was a very long time ago, some form of residue from the dynamite.
Yeah, if there was, if it had been done by an explosion, there would definitely be some, like a dynamite. Yeah, there would have been some residue.
But I don't see any of
you
that?
don't see it.
Okay. Sophia's getting suspicious. Can I do detect magic again?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's been more than 10 minutes that we
Yeah.
get here. I want to specifically look the rubble and above the rubble, see if I see any spell residue.
Okay. Let's resolve that in one moment. Because I want to resolve Zankus. Zankus's role. Your investigation of the lever determines that it is a lever that opens something.
This is definitely it.
I don't want to pull the lever.
It'll open the door. I know it.
I know it will. I don't think we want to open the door
Why not?
because Don's back there alone.
Oh. Should we call for him?
Well,
Do 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 do.
The lever's not going to move, and there's other tunnels to explore. Why don't we explore the other tunnels, and then if we need to go through the door, we know where the lever is to open it.
I know it's that door. It might be a different door.
Well, let's just say that we know that there's a lever to open something. But it's probably not a good idea to open it while Don's near it, alone.
Oh, what's the worst that could happen?
Okay, I feel bad enough for knocking him out before so that we could rest. If you're gonna pull the lever, it's all on you, and I'm gonna make damn sure that Don knows this.
Oh, I could think he would pull the lever on us.
Maybe.
Definitely.
Either way, I have guilt already. I don't need more.
All right. Let's go check out the other rooms first.
Thank you.
Now to resolve Sophia's, you casted Detect Magic again?
Yes.
Your Detect Magic spell does detect some residual energy. There was a spell that was fired here recently, maybe a couple days ago.
Okay, and what class of spell? Like, is it an evocation? Evocation. God damn, I can't even remember the spell schools.
Evocation is blowy uppy spells.
Yes. Conjuration.
Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. That's what I want. Evocation, are you talking about, right?
I'm just. It would. The detect magic would tell me like what kind of school it came from, like evocation, conjuration.
Yeah.
I know that there's other ones and I just can't remember them.
Necromancy, illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those.
There's charms.
Divination.
You can
Lots of spells.
determine that it was an evocation spell here.
Okay.
So, someone shot some blasty bit magic here to seal up this staircase.
Okay. So at that point, I'm going to turn to Zenkus and Ura, and I'm going to tell them what I found, and I'm going to say that I have a strong suspicion that Ash or Ark or whatever the person's name was is the one that did this. Either to keep whatever's down there, or to lock it so that nobody could follow her. I don't know which one. But those are my suspicions.
Okay. So now can we pull the lever?
No, I still think we should probably explore the other tunnels first.
Alright, let's go. Tom, we found a lever. And Sophia wouldn't let me pull it.
Look at Sophia. Wow, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Probably a really good idea to not pull a lever that you found. Huh.
Why? Aren't you curious as to what he does?
I'm pretty sure it opens something in this, big temple of evil. And if it opens something in this big temple of evil that's supposed to imprison a great evil, we don't want to open it.
You said the great evil left by now.
Probably, but that doesn't mean there aren't a bunch of smaller ones, right?
Okay, but they need to be destroyed. They're undead.
We'll get there eventually.
Okay.
Again, she wants to peek her head around.
Okay.
Oh, maybe we'll find another lever. We have to pull them at the same time.
Alright, well this looks like it's a dead end. Could I, while we were doing this, could I have Precious have been going around here and looking around, just doing it on her own, telling her, just be very careful, be on the lookout, and not to worry me unless she found something.
Alright.
But to be thorough and stealthy and stuff.
She's
I hate to
still
be
good
that
with the
guy.
stealth. I know. It's getting there.
It's
Yeah.
getting late.
Yeah.
And bonus.
And so this is a good point. So just to round out, so Precious sees about up to here, She can determine that there's 2 other entrances here, but the hallway looks like it keeps going. And she succeeded on a stealth roll, so she's good in being quiet and nonchalant. The rest of you guys are hanging out where you are. There's still the mystery of the sealed door and what might be crawling around behind it, the mystery of the switch, and we will pick that up next week.
All right.
All right. Thank you for braving this extremely long dungeon delve.
No, it's cool, man.
All right.
Just so you guys know, I'm gonna be on Arthur's computer again next. Oh no, Arthur has school next week, so I'm not gonna have a computer unless we get Jason's working.
Which we should have the cable by Thursday.
Yeah, well, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have had a new computer that worked.
Oh my god.
Should have had a computer that didn't have the liquid cooling exclude on it. But
It happens.
I will keep you guys apprised as to what's going on.
Yeah.
So,
Not a problem. All right, guys. Good game. See you next week.
all right, see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night, kids.